in this vast multiverse. Who are you?
We are made of matter and nothing more.
Being a real mixed up human
Vast
being
multiverse.
is a manifestation of nature.
Open your eyes.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my page. I am Cosmic Sun Drop. Happy June 14th. Super strawberry full moon in Sagittarius. We just had our eclipse, we just had Mercury in retrograde, we're going through Saturn in retrograde, and now we're doing the strawberry full moon in Sagittarius, supermoon. Before we get into everything, go ahead and grab a drink, grab a snack. I'm telling you guys, I am on it. Death by hydration. Okay, I don't care what you're drinking, but we're drinking it together, okay? Clink. Has everybody got their drinks? Has everybody got their snacks? Great. All right, let's jump into everything. So since the eclipse, everything's been kind of stagnant. I don't know if you guys have felt the energy. I know I have. Things haven't really been progressive. They have, but nothing's actually been moving forward. It is because the door has been shut per se for a hot minute so that we can have time to reflect and understand and create and do and plan to create. So when things have not been moving forward, it has been for a reason. It is because it has not been meant to move forward. We've been needing this time since the eclipse energy started to have time to ourselves, to plan, to organize for this full moon in Sagittarius. Now, what does a supermoon even mean? What does the full moon in Sagittarius even mean? Sagittarius is all about progressiveness, moving forward, mind clarity, practicality, adventure, doing the things, feeling the creative flow. Flow has definitely been a vibe leading up to the full moon, the supermoon. I have been feeling just the energetic flow, the need to be in flow, the need to be in motion, whatever that motion is, just doing the things, right? So in the spirit of flow, I have on my flow necklace. There's no end, there's no beginning. It's just the flow, the here and the now. I have on my grounding flow necklace, the spiral, just making sure to remind myself to ride the waves, feel the energies, let myself feel the energies, sit in them, and roll with them. I was at the beach a couple of days ago and I was doing some cards on live on TikTok. So if you were there, hey, good to see you. And if you missed it, that's okay. You can go check out my Instagram. I'll put the link in the description down below and you can go check out the full reading there. But we were going to do a deeper dive into Sagittarius energy today for the super full moon. We've been kind of resting and recharging, and now it's time to use that time that we recharge to just boom. You have our super moon connected with our sign in Sagittarius, and you're intensifying and amplifying everything to the max. So you're feeling this emanating flow coming from you. If you want to do, you want to create, you want to build, you want to plan, you have these grandeur ideas. Hopefully you utilize this time to set the foundation, to lay the groundwork, to do all the research that you needed to do. So if you have done the hard work, then this super full moon is all about reaping the rewards. If you have been in work mode, this is now all about, oh, see, my ear is starting to ring. This is all about now learning to rest and plan and recharge, feeling that creative force to do the planning finally, to have the motivation. It's all about motivation and doing. So without any further ado, let's get into the collective reading. This is for all signs. So everybody, let's go. Oh, I wasn't kidding. Death by hydration. Take another sip with me. Clink. I went to shuffle my cards and the first thing I'm seeing is the wheel. We have the scarab. The wheel is turning. The wheel of fortune. It is turning. It is manifesting. It is doing. So I just want to take that as a card that is going to be the whole theme of today of the super full moon is the wheel of possibilities is turning. I am using my Animal Tarot by Ambi Sun. It is my newest deck. Isn't she pretty? I'm all about balance. I'm all about galaxy. And I'm all about purple if you didn't know, if you couldn't tell. All right, universe. This is for all signs. What do all signs need to hear and connect with this super full moon? What is the energy that we are going to be bringing with us for the next moon cycle up until the next full moon? Where do we go from here? Yes. Yes. I'll show you guys in just a second. But I'm already liking where this is going. Yes. Oh goodness, yes. All right, I'm gonna pull one more. Yes. Okay, so we're starting off with the Fool. Look, you got the little turtle breaking out of the shell, new possibilities, new paths, forging new ideas. And you are surrounded by the Queen of Cups. You got your snail on there with your fortune of mushrooms. And then I can never pronounce this one. I can never pronounce this one, so I'm not even going to try. So because these are still new, I'm going to read these. Freedom, idealism. Like the young sea turtle, you are an important Like the young sea turtle, you are an important junction of your life and at the start of a new path. Take it and see where it goes. When upright, the Fool signifies someone who is a dreamer, their head frequently lost in the clouds. You may have new things you wish to do or opportunities you wish to explore. This is the time to take your leap of faith. Even though the path ahead is unclear, remain optimistic and persevere. Focus your end goal and trust in your vision. The potential for success is infinite. So you are the Fool. Be the Fool. I wouldn't say jump in head first because you've had time to plan. So now it is time to do. Now it is time to jump. Be the turtle. Break free of your shell. And then Queen of Cups. Also, here's the book if you guys want to see it. It's really pretty. I love the artwork in here. I love the cards. Everything about this deck is amazing. Like, look at this. I'm not, like, promoting or anything. I just really like this deck. Queen of Cups, Queen of Cups. This is all about sensitivity, empathy, and support. When upright, the Queen of Cups implores you to rely on highly intuitive self to guide you through the world. You possess great empathy, understanding, and emotional literacy. People may seek you out to help with their problems, feel your way through your creative tasks, and trust that you are a highly intuitive state where letting your feelings guide you will lead you to wonderful results. This position also represents treating yourself and others kindly with great sympathy. You are more sensitive to the outside world than you might let on. Be aware of caring towards yourself and others. Try not to overthink things and let your heart be your guide. It won't lead you astray. Because you've done the hard work, because you have laid that foundation out, you can finally put yourself out there and trust that things are going to work out. When you laid out the foundation, when you put your all into something, you can achieve anything. So be the Fool, trust in your heart, trust in your intuition. The Hierophant, tradition, conformity, institutionalism. A ram stands poised between two pillars yoked in a triangle. See that? Though rams are aggressive creatures, they symbolize stability. Oh, there we go. A little bit more focused. Of creatures, they symbolize stability, structure, and eternity. The Scottish black-faced ram is a hardy breed that can survive and even thrive in harsh conditions by understanding their domain well. The Hierophant can likewise find stability in his domain over consciousness, subconscious, and superconscious. Though seen as a beacon of tradition, the Hierophant is knowledgeable and can flow with change. We are reminded to find knowledge in all places, uphold our values, and follow our morals. But remember that change is inevitable. So we have to remind ourselves that change is going to happen no matter what. Ooh. Change is going to happen no matter what. Be the turtle, break free of the shell, find new ways that work, and also stick to those that do. Using that balance, using that heart to guide you, using that intuition to guide you, there has to be a happy medium between both. What other energies do we have? Ooh. Yes. Yes. You guys, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and then we have the Ten of Swords reversed. I'm digging this. I'm digging this hardcore. Queen of Pentacles, and this is an alpaca. Sensibility, generosity, and practicality. When upright, the Queen of Pentacles is a nurturing symbol that reflects the hard work you've done to contribute to the world around you, and an integration of work and home, and promoting security for yourself and those around you. You've achieved balance in many aspects of your life. Again, if you are doing the hard work, you are now sitting in Queen of Pentacles. This is where you guys are. And Pentacles is all about the physical world around you, your home, your work, the life that you have built. So if you've been working hard, saving up money, if you've been trying to save up money to go to adventures or work on the home or work on yourself and do self-care, you're going to start to see the results. This is all about financial fruition, financial stability, physical stability. You are enjoying the prosperity that brings you, but know you must work to maintain it. And again, that's where we have that Sagittarius, that motivation to keep going. Take steps to deal fairly with others and create calm, nurturing spaces everywhere you go. Perhaps you have someone in your life already fulfilling this role for you. Seek to emulate them and do your best to share that energy with others. So if you haven't been feeling the greatest and people around you are trying to share this energy with you, and now it is your turn to feel it and give it back. And then we have the Ten of Swords reversed. And then you have the Ten of Swords reversed. When reversed, the Ten of Swords indicates you are currently fighting an inevitable conclusion, and in doing so, you're only succeeding in making things worse for yourself. It may seem admirable to rage against the machine doing you harm, but at this point, it's better to bow out and let things end gracefully. Sometimes you have to let it happen before you can move on. If you've recently suffered from a bad situation, this may be a sign that you're still holding on to wounds from it. Find the root of your pain and take steps to seek out the release you've never had while the situation was occurring. Pain and sadness are transitionary feelings, and if they are no longer serving you, this is the sign you need to take the steps to free yourself from them for good. This card is despair, recovery, and escape. Learning to heal from these wounds. You're no longer going through these wounds. But I feel like you guys are coming out at the tail end of this. And you see this door is closing, but another one is opening. It's like you're trying to force this door to stay open. But if you let it close and you let the emotions flow through, you let this Sagittarius energy come through and let this opportunity happen for you, you can flow and move and be like the body of water and end up at the Queen of Pentacles by doing the hard work, by doing the shadow work. It is all about shadow work. It's all about integration. It's all about adaptability. So how are you going to adapt to these changes? How are you going to adapt to healing? Are you going to go with the flow, or are you going to go against the flow? Because right now you're trying to go against the flow. All right. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. We have the Nine of Pentacles and the King of Swords reversed. Nine of Pentacles, and look how the cat's just surrounded by all these little pentacles. Reward, self-control, and freedom. By doing the shadow work, we're starting to come into the Nine of Pentacles. When upright, the Nine of Pentacles suggests you've worked hard to achieve a sense of equilibrium. Again, finding that balance, finding that happy medium, doing the hard work. You may have honed your skills and applied for a better job. Maybe you've gone back for more education, and now the opportunities are rolling in. Abundance is flowing freely, and this is your sign that it is finally time to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Treat yourself. Buy something you've always wanted, and don't be afraid to pamper yourself with a massage or a new outfit. Leave freely with the security you've worked hard to attain. So again, we're stepping into that sense of security, that sense of balance, that we've been putting in the hard work, using that energy to progress forward, to maintain motivation. This is where you're going to end up if you continue that motivation. And then we have King of Swords reversed. You guys are feeling indecisive. So we have irrationality, cynicism, and aggression. This position can indicate a lack of decisiveness. Many options lay before you, but you don't know which way to turn. Pause and look internally for answers. You are a rational individual, and your rationality will be the key to finding the proper path. And you guys are normally like this. I feel like you have so many opportunities coming for you. Once you get this flow, it's like, okay, I want to do this project, and this project. But you have to make sure that you keep that happy medium. You keep that balance. Do not overfill your plate. Do not do too much. Because then our clarity is upside down. We're like, but I really want to do this thing, but maybe this thing will get me money. Not everything has to be about money. Not everything has to be for everybody else. Some things are just for you. Make sure that you are managing your time well. You're managing your efficiency well, that you're not going to overwork yourself into a burnout. Find that happy medium, find that happy balance. I think that's what these two are all about. Connecting back to the Queen of Pentacles and our reverse swords is trying to keep this door forced open. And it's like, no. You need to keep this balance. You need to keep this going. You're getting excited because things are getting done, or things will be getting done. But let this be a reminder that keep the balance, keep the flow, go with the flow. Don't force the flow to go faster. Otherwise, you might make mistakes, which is fine. Mistakes are good, but unnecessary mistakes. And now I want to see what my Dreams of Gaia Tarot has to say. What flow of energy should we be paying attention to? Already, yes. Didn't I just say that you guys were going to have a lot of opportunities in front of you? Choices. You're going to be the decider. You're the one that has to make these choices. And in this, we have the snake. We have knowledge. We have connections. So talk to your community. What is your intuition? The intuition torch is right here saying, hey, I have ideas for you. You're a dreamer. Where is your intuition and knowledge leading you? You have to use all of these to make the decisions. And sometimes it's not all of these doors. Sometimes the path is something you haven't seen yet. So don't rush. Do not rush thinking that you have to make a choice right now. Choices are here. Opportunities are here. But maybe you have to pave your own way. We also have the Sword of Air, which is intellect, which is mind, which is swiftness, which is clarity and understanding. So take your time in trying to understand these opportunities. Take time in each opportunity and do it efficiently. Do it efficiently. That is the word, efficiently. And then we have the crone. The crone is somebody who walks the path alone. So if you guys were worried about relationships or anything like that, this to me is you are taking a step back from any of the crazy chaos in your life. You are learning how to not be so codependent. You're learning how to be independent, walking the path alone for a little bit. If you're in a relationship, this doesn't mean that you guys are separating by any means. This just means that you guys are going to be doing a lot on your own and not so much together. Still being together, but still being your own persons. But we have our staff of power, the power that you worked hard for. And again, you're forging that path. So being the crone, forging maybe an unforeseen path because you have this knowledge and power behind you that you've been working hard and working towards. And then we have the Ace Dragon of Fire. Fire is all about creation. It's all about action. It's all about doing. And again, we're in Sagittarius. We're all about motivation. So the web is weaving. The egg, the catalyst, the web, all of it is weaving together. It's weaving together to make sense, but it weaves slowly. A spider takes its time. A web is delicate and intricate, right? making all the connections at the right times to be able to make the right choices and the appropriate choices within the right timing of lessons and understandings. So, gathered from the cards before and the cards now, trusting that intuition to guide you, making the web and building the web, and making sure that you're using that knowledge to do so, but not rushing the process. Again, I'm going to go back to that word flow. We are in flow. We are in a constant flow. We are moving forward. There is no wrong way to do this as long as everything you do is coming from the heart and that you are staying grounded. You are staying true to yourself, your intuition, and what you know to be true. We are not letting the past hold us back, but we're letting the past help amplify what we're doing now. Wow, that's a lot, you guys. All right, I want to pull a few more from this deck. These are some really good messages. What's going to be amplified? Oh, thank you. That was, oh, yeah. Lots of emotions. Ooh, lots going on. Yes. Ooh. Okay. For those of you who are new and don't know, this is my very sassy deck, and they are sassing the collective right now. So I asked, what is something that's going to be amplified for the next moon cycle up until the next full moon? And the one that jumped out, the Queen of Water. The Queen of Water is all about taking in her emotions. I'm going to read this one for you because we have the Queen of Water and the Queen of Air. So we have Queen of Emotions, and then we have Queen of Mentality. We have to have that. Again, we have that balance going on. We have that emotional and mental balance going on that every card has been saying so far. All right, Queen of Water. Queen of Water, loving, compassionate, empathetic, sensitive, vulnerable, romantic, intuitive, emotional honesty, trust in your feelings and senses, look beyond the surface, a bright and positive outcome. To show vulnerability is to show strength. Again, we have that crab, so Cancers, water signs. You know, you're that hard shell exterior, but you're that whole emotion of an ocean underneath. Are you overextended emotionally? Be the embodiment of love, withdrawing love as a punishment, and use your common sense. The Queen of Water symbolizes a gentle, empathic soul who possesses a keen sense of intuition. Again, that intuition is very strong within you. You just have to utilize it. Stop ignoring it and stop distrusting it. She is loving, compassionate, and always kind. She knows when something is wrong, when a friend is hurting and in need of comfort or counsel. She is naturally in tune with her emotions and the emotions of those around her. It is in this natural connection and gentleness that she draws people to her. When the Queen of Water appears in your card, she signifies a very affirming and positive energy, for she is the epitome of love in all that is and forms. Take heart and know that bright days are ahead. Trusting that things aren't going to stay in this dark process forever, knowing that we're going to be faced with choices always, knowing that we're going to have to sometimes walk a path alone, and knowing that we are going to have to be our own person sometimes and heal and do the hard work and face the hard things. And so now we do Queen of Air. Weaver, again, weaving that web, observant, wise, truthful, analytical, strategist, just, and detachment. Time to be realistic, be observant, plan, organize, determine your course of action, be decisive and precise, choose your words with care, and stick to the facts. Do not allow your intellect to alienate. Queen is also a master weaver who creates her reality with precision and skill. And again, we have that sword of the mind. We have that mental clarity. We have that owl, that wise understanding. Spirit is with you always. Your ancestors are with you always. You have the knowledge inside you. You just have to have the potential to grow it outwardly and show it. She uses her knowledge and intellect to plan, to organize, to determine the best strategy required to achieve her goals and objective. There is not much the Queen of Air does in her day, and there is not much the Queen of Air does in her day that she did not consciously choose to anticipate. She is precise, meticulous, and always in control of the loom that is in her life. The web she weaves is of her own making. Again, weaving that own web, forging your own path, trusting in your mind and your heart to make those choices for you. And for you, it's you making those choices. You are consciously and subconsciously making these things happen. She might be the most spontaneous of people, but she knows what she wants, and she knows how to get it. Seek out the Queen of Air or embody her if you want the same for yourself. So if you're seeking clarity, which is the next card, the essential is all about intuition, is all about integration, it is all about perspective, what you knowing to be true. All the answers are inside of you. You have to look within and find these answers and where they are in between. The keys are right here. Your intuition is right here. Your intuition holds the keys. You hold the fruit of knowledge. You seed out the future you are trying to manifest. Bring forth the courage, the wisdom. Use your mind. Use your emotion and use your intuition to make these choices. All this gold is all around you. All this intuition is with you always. And lastly, we have union. Coming into balance, coming into clarity and understandings. And I'm going to read this one too. Wholeness, marriage, unity, connection, integration, harmony, alignment, and peace. Unity and wholeness. Unity and wholeness, harmony arises when we are in alignment. So realigning yourself, doing the shadow work, raising your vibration, coming out on top, opening those new doors and opportunities. A path that marries science and spirituality. So knowing that it's everything that you have to do to unionize, to make yourself whole, everything that you need to do to find the key within, to find the understanding and clarity. You have to merge all these aspects together. It's not just one or the other. It's a balance of both. And it's a very delicate balance of both. The marriage of body, mind, and soul. All is connected. Complete self-acceptance. Do not dominate or be submissive. At the center of the void. You are the temple. Worship within. Okay. Now I want to pull my chakra cards. I want to see if there's anything that we need to release. Are there any chakra blockages for the collective? Any chakra blockages? Being vulnerable, vulnerability. And I think that's funny because I figured today we would do dragons on my desk. I'll show you in just a second. Because dragons represent power, luck, ambition, and change and movement. And again, that flow. So being vulnerable, stepping into that intuition, stepping into your spiritual self, stepping into your confidence, stepping into wholeness. We have lotus energy. We have the rebirth. We have the death of the old, rebirth into the new, stepping into freedoms. Where are you supposed to be healing? Again, being vulnerable, doing the hard work, doing the shadow work, doing the healing. We're in the red right here. So we have the balance of the red and the blue. Our root chakra, really going deep, really getting into the nitty gritty of ourselves while also coming into clarity about ourselves. And that is such a vulnerable time to be in because it is hard to face the truth. It's hard to face the parts of us that we don't like, but it is a necessary step in if we want to become whole. Becoming whole is acceptance of all of the self, just like the union card said, acceptance of the whole self. Whether we like the whole self or not, we have to learn how to love the whole self. You are not your past. You are not your mistakes. We learn from our mistakes and we grow from them. Be vulnerable and face it. That is what Sagittarius is all about. And Sagittarius is not afraid to fail. Is not afraid to face these things. Sagittarius is like, hell yeah, let me do this. Let me do the thing so I can move forward. And with the supermoon, all of this is being amplified. So if you've been feeling like, if you have been feeling like these high intense emotions where you're just like I don't know how I'm feeling. I'm feeling sad. I'm feeling mad. I'm feeling irritated. I feel like I'm not getting enough done. I'm feeling like I'm getting too much done. I'm overburnt. I'm overworked out. Then it's time to step back, regroup, and recollect. Like I said at the beginning of the video, if you have been resting and have been in a rest state, now it is the time to get out of rest. And if you've been in a work state and overworked and overburnt out, now it is the time to rest and take a step back and breathe and relearn. Both are two sides of the same coin. Both are learning how to be vulnerable in their own rights, in their own way. These are the cards that I pulled at the beach. I just pulled them again. So I'll put the link down below if you want to go see that reading and the cards. But this is the exact two cards that I pulled. Paradigm Shift and Luminescence. I explain it on the post. But Paradigm Shift, again, we have that air sign. Mental shift, mental reality change. Signs that we can't ignore anymore. Things not working out the way that they have been. We cannot keep trying the same thing over and over. Insanity is what? Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. We have to change the ways that we're doing things. We have to come into new things, new realities. Luminescence, coming from the heart. Everything you do with intent, everything you do with love, everything you do in the flow of life. Feeling the connection, feeling the divinity around you. Stepping, I didn't pull this one, so this one's an added on, but this is amplifying everything. Again, I talked about that super moon. We have it amplifying, and we have that strawberry moon. So we have these subtle strawberry sherbet colors, the crown chakra, the unlimited self. It was about being vulnerable, about finding ourselves. What is this moon all about? Finding ourselves, doing the hard things, doing the shadow work. So in conclusion, be the reality shift. See the paradigm for what that it is. Open your mind and open your heart to all the possibilities and choices that may lie ahead for you. With love, I know this sounds cheesy, but with love and self-confidence, all things are possible. So, be the ultimate self, whoever that ultimate self is. The best thing about this is you get to learn yourself every single day. You change every single day. Your likes, your dislikes, who you are as a person. It's always ever changing and growing. Going with the flow. Going with the flow. And again, we have this bursting out of the lotus. Having that lotus moment, that rebirth moment. And where does the lotus come from? Water. So again, we have water and air cards connecting together. You need the balance of both. Your emotions, your intellect, your mind, your body, and your spirit all have to be together to make the decisions. Wow. Okay. I think that is all the cards. If there's any final messages that the cards have to say, speak now or forever hold your peace. Any final messages for the collective? Yes. It came out twice, so pay attention to it. Vulnerability. Then we have our ancient future. This is the learning of the past, the acceptance of the past, so that you can be in your present moment. Because if you're living in the past, you're not in the present. If you're worried about your future because of your past, then you're not in the present moment. Our ancient future is all about understanding the balance of the past and the future to live in the present. Is finding that happy medium of spirituality, intellect, mind, body, soul, all of it working together into one beautiful chaotic bliss. We have the fish, we have the yin, we have the yang, we have the divine masculine, we have the divine feminine, because again, we have that union of needing both sides to make the whole. We have ancestry. We have your ancestors, your past lives. We have your divinity. We have your intuition. We have your translucence, which is your vulnerability. We have your strength. We have your golden intuition etched in back here with the ancient scripts. We have light work. We have light energy, star seeds, messages, signs, symbols. You have to understand all of it to understand yourself. So this is also a time of understanding your signs, your messages that your guides are giving you and sending to you. We have trusting your intuition, trusting your innocence. And again, doing the shadow work, you're healing that inner child who was it before life, kind of created the current you. Going back to that past, learning how to accept the past, learning from the past to be in our present. Trusting your innocence. trusting that divine child. Who was that child before things got crazy? Doing the internal work. Again, we have the lotus energy up here. We have crown chakra energy up here. We have that unlimited self energy. Who are you? You're unlimited. You're boundless. You're infinite. Where there's no corners to explore, it's all round in there. You can explore for infinity. That is the word I was trying to look for. Doing the hard work, doing the shadow work, self-exploration. Those are the final messages, and I think those are beautiful. And here is my full moon setup. We got my potions, we got my cleanser, we have my calmer, we have my amplifier, we have my strength, my luck, my intuition, all of the above. We have the balance. We have the balance. I got my opalites. To enhance everything going on here. And we got our hydration. So go forth, go enjoy your supermoon, go enjoy the energies, and I hope you guys have a beautiful, wonderful day. Okay, bye.